Hello guys, my name is Adam Shadow and today we have another lovely BF4 video. Today I will be talking about my favorite ground vehicle in this game, and that is the LAV-25. Specifically that one, not the Russian or the Chinese ones, because they have a larger hitbox. As you can see, this lovely vehicle I have equipped with the APFSD-T shells, or in other words, sub-caliber depleted uranium munition. This is probably the best one, especially for this map, since it is the best against enemy armored vehicles. It is also much better against air than the 25mm HE shells. However, there is an argument to be made at higher infantry density maps like Hainan Resort or Siege of Shanghai for the HE shells, or even the K-Star shells. The K-Star shells are pretty much like a shotgun blast. They are extremely effective because they fly much faster. So if you typically have these cases where an infantry member sits with just its head out or just peeks from something behind, fires a rocket and hides. With this you can hit him as he does it, much better than with the other two types of shells. The second weapon, we have the tow missile. This is an obvious choice. The LMG is quite tragic. The Zuni rockets are not that bad, but they got nerfed. In the past they were almost like the 40mm grenades. Now they fly further but have way less splash damage. They can be useful on the anti-air if you can direct hit people with it, because then they are one hit kill. The tow missile is just overpowered in this game. It one hit kills any air vehicles. Well, except the transport, but that's still pretty much an easy kill. It has the longest range out of these weapons. It does insane damage to tanks. It's not like the TV missile. That one is even more overpowered. This one is still really good and it reloads much faster. Active protection, obviously. These other options are basically tragic. They do nothing. On this map, this Golmud Railway, I'm specifically going to use the zoom optics on the infantry fighting vehicle because I want to utilize the tow missile, and this is not a very full server, as you can see, so I'm not really expecting many mines, because that's the biggest reason for the use of thermal optics also on the tank, is to spot mines, because without them they're pretty much invisible. And for the IFV I specifically use reactive armor. The reactive armor on the main battle tanks is rather useless because there are very few cases where it actually protects you from a mobility hit. But on the IFV, the threshold for a mobility hit gets so increased from reactive armor that almost all of the hits that would normally immobilize you get blocked from the reactive armor. They're not really blocked, you still take the damage, but you don't get stuck. I don't think I'll use the gunner much, but I'm using the zoom optics and Soflam. You can still Soflam targets with the IFV gunner, just like the main battle tank gunner. It's still the same thing. However, the tow missile is much slower, and it's not a 100% hit chance into especially smaller stuff like scout helicopters. And our tank is right now capturing the objective. I hope he caps it and I can take the IFV. Well, maybe we are going to have to wait a bit. There are only 5 opponents, so yeah, it should not be stolen. Like, otherwise I could just take a jet and fly and steal their LAV. I'm currently also using an adaptive camouflage, especially on the ground vehicles it helps a lot. On the air vehicles I don't like it as much, because for example having a dark green color in the blue sky is not the perfect setup most of the time. And also on this map you have these IEDs or whatever this is, likely an IED, and it is always nice to remove them from your side of the map. Just like that. I'm also using my trusty green dot, and I will show you why. As you can see that rock, I can shoot very accurately without having to use the internal view. The LAV is very powerful at two things: counter-firing the attack helicopter and dealing with the enemy anti-air. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, okay. He makes himself a very easy target. He doesn't have reactive armor, so now he cannot even move. Okay.
Objective Charlie, neutralized.
If I wouldn't do a video, I would have stolen his anti-air and ran away. But today not. The anti-air is an incredibly powerful vehicle on this map, especially with the active radar missiles. Because it can pretty much disable jets anywhere on the map. I don't know what happened there, probably the jet rammed the heli. Oh god, I might die here. Well, I got lucky. But that guy did not. As you can see, the TOW missile is incredibly powerful, especially with the zoom optics. I'm not sure why, but the zoom optics allows you to shoot the TOW missile a lot better and with greater level of accuracy. Like, it doesn't change the parameters of the missile, it just makes it way easier to use, which is probably the main limitation of it. Let's see if we can find our next target. Okay, and I don't know what happened there. The missile went much lower than I aimed. This is kind of a problem on this map and on some other ones, that there are these like invisible objects. You can nicely see it when you are playing as the anti-air or the scout heli and using the machine guns. Then you can sometimes notice how your projectiles are stopped, seemingly stopped in mid-air, even though there is nothing. They still fly through, but with the TOW missile it screws up the guidance. Where are you, little infantry? Come out. These shells are really nice for direct hitting. Obviously not as nice as the canister ones. Still very powerful, and they two-hit kill people. Let's bait him out. He has only 5 shots. How was that not a hit? I'm really not sure what he is trying. Yeah, come on, shoot me, comrade. Thermal optics would be really nice right now. let's see what he's going to do. Okay, he runs out. Obviously, my loadout is not really suited for what I'm right now playing. Normally I would have a gunner or more than one, since the heli can, it's not heli, the LAV can transport several people. I think it's 6? Yeah, 6. In the bottom right corner you can see it. Okay. I probably should have not zoomed in there. I should definitely zoom in here.
I spotted an enemy helicopter. Objective Foxtrot is under enemy control.
Okay. Come at me, heli. Not you. That was so incredibly close. Could have seen the flash of the missile right next to him. Of course, the attack helicopter is quite dangerous to me. I'm surprised we are not seeing more tanks right now. Okay, there is the AA. I think the AH is down. So this should be an easy peasy kill. If he is not already dead.
Objective Alpha has been lost.
Too late. Let's hope more people join so we can get a few more targets. Otherwise it's going pretty nicely. Except the fact that we don't have the objective. Did I actually hit our own artillery that decided to kamikaze? What? The enemy tank. That was interesting. Our tank decided to run me for some random reason and make it more difficult for me to shoot, which is always appreciated, especially when you are fighting a more powerful vehicle. Or let's say not more powerful, more designed to kill you vehicle.
We just neutralized objective Alpha. Chopper, enemy chopper. I have eyes on a hostile.
These US scout helicopters are really hard to hit.
Enemy chopper spotted.
Especially when they fly really weirdly like that to the side. But as you can see, that's still doable. Okay, now I should avoid to fight him with this guy. Or I just kill him, that's also the option. Where are you, LAV?
Objective Charlie.
Also, one interesting fact about the LAV, you can drive backwards without any issues. Like, you are not getting a higher damage multiplier in the back, and you are also almost the same speed. And it looks really cool. Which is like the main reason I tend to do it. Because I'm lazy to turn vehicle out. As you can see, that was not an ideal shot for the tow missile. Oh, hello.
Hostile enemy spotted. Check your box charge of ours.
Something is ramming me, and I'm not exactly. Okay. Okay, that were like 5 people against me. And I almost survived that, actually. Now let's click as quickly as we can. So, sadly, I did not expect to get rammed in the back. I could have killed the enemy LAV faster.
Recognize an enemy
It
helicopter.
was interesting, but he still died, so... Let's take our revenge against the enemy entire who's shooting me in the back. Armed with the APF's munition, you are really effective.
Take it, objective Alpha. Spotted an enemy helicopter. Enemy helicopter just west of your location.
This is not good. Thankfully, one of the nice perks of the MBT law, which my opponents are using, is that you can easily auto-repair it. It's all like the Stinger. That's the main reason why both of these launchers are terrible. And that is that unless there are multiple people firing at a vehicle, the driver can just do what I did there, jump out. Ah, that was close. Come on, die.
Objective Charlie is neutralized. I spotted an enemy
Let's
helicopter.
come close and maybe
An enemy tank east of your location.
like this. Oh, that actually worked.
We now control objective Charlie. We have lost objective Alpha. Objective Alpha has been lost. Spotted. Enemy helicopter.
This is not good. The reason why I'm so scared of getting random drivers is basically because they do this. He just demonstrated you what you should never do as a gunner. You should never ever
Enemy A
shoot
spotted.
the air randomly like that. Oop. That was better, but still completely and utterly useless,
Looks like there's an enemy helicopter operating.
since he does 0 damage to the entire. Let's kill this tank. I like how you can jump in this game with the vehicles like oh god, no!
I need a ride.
Okay, did they take our entire, or what was that? I would guess so. That guy almost killed me. did, because
Objective Foxtrot
he
is
lost all
neutralized.
sense of self-preservation. Now let's clear out the entire again. It helps incredibly when you can clear out the entire from these center objectives, because then the friendly helicopters have pretty much free reign. I'm sorry, but Zuni missiles are really not going to save you. Zuni rockets when you're being butt raped by an LAV. Trust me, the LAV is really good at that. Let's see if we can get more kills. It's a little bit greedy. Here might be mines waiting for me. Or C4. Can you please die, sir? Let me guess, he will try to fly away with the heli. Of course he does.
Heads up, I have eyes on an enemy helicopter. West of where you are.
Ouch. I should fall back. It's always a bad situation when the infantry is above the vehicle. Do you still manage to die somehow? I'm playing this way too aggressive. Like, one tank with a staff shell could easily destroy me. That would actually require at least a few IQ and being able to even aim remotely close to my vehicle. Now let's take the entire out again. As you can see, this is... Hello! Incredibly simple. It requires... oh, and I got him. That was scary. I almost thought I would shoot above him. As you can see, I got like 15 to 1. I killed myself twice because I was trying to record something. Not spoiling anything, of course. It will come in the future. What do we have here? I would guess it's the tank. Yeah, almost. Okay. It's difficult for him to shoot through these pillars. And as you can see, this game suffers from the same issue I demonstrated in my aiming video from Counter-Strike. It changes your sensitivity when you are scoped in. And the reason why I'm shooting him while he still has his active protection system on is to make it harder for him to see me. Which sounds really weird. Bye bye. But when you have it activated, as you could see, the projectiles do these very weird large explosions. I think that was too far. Maybe I missed. Let's try that again. Yeah, I think I'm not reaching you. And as you can see, my gunner is constantly trying to kill me. And I think there are two opponents right there, not just one, because those NPT-1 missiles shoot quite quickly after each other at me. The main advantage of this vehicle compared to the MBT is its speed. I can basically easily outrun the enemy tanks. I can much easier outrun infantry. I'm harder to immobilize, and the modifiers are much better for this. Like, this thing won't die in 2 missiles to the back, unlike the tank, which is funny. You would expect the tank to be way better armored. I am not sure what I hit there. Okay, I got that guy. It's about 80 or 70 damage to the body. Come here, chopper. Come and take your dose of anti-tank missiles. This was a little bit scary, driving next to the IED, because anyone could instantly detonate it and kill me. So let's do it ourselves. I think I'm again shooting a bit too. Okay, that was interesting, to say the least. Let's see what's that. I would guess Soflam, but no. You can recognize Soflam by 2 things. First, it can lock onto you through objects. Yeah, now it gets a bit more interesting. With more players, it becomes way more fun. Let's see if we can hunt down that enemy EFV.
Objective Charlie is no longer under our control.
Okay, job done. Let's run from the enemy main battle tank. We are kind of losing because my teammates are completely incompetent. So let's make this video maybe a bit longer so you can see how I finally lose a game. That poor guy. Many people consider this like top plays and whatnot to hit these 2 missiles. Well, I wouldn't say so. Like, there are much harder shots than this.
Looks like a hostile vehicle operating west of the
To pull off. Like, most of these shots are either quite random. Hello.
Enemy heavy armor has been identified south
As you can see, I'm flapping my ears. Or, in a better way, rocket launchers. It looks really interesting. That said, it does not provide us with much of an advantage. Whoa, that was actually well done from the enemy attack helicopter. As you can see, he broke the lock-on, so his missile would not impact the electrical wires, or the tower for the electrical wires. And then locked onto me again. I'm not sure if it was actually on accident. It might have been, because that was too good of a play for these casuals. Hello. Okay, he has staff shells. But he can use them. Well done. That guy is dealt with. And here we have the next customer. Anti-air. That guy is also dealt with. And my gunner still desperately trying to get me killed or something. The problem with him being in my vehicle is that I cannot jump out and repair. That is quite the danger.
Hostile soldier spotted. Enemy helicopter spotted. We control objective Bravo.
Why is there a tank in our base?
Hey, let me fix your vehicle.
I hope I'm imagining that. There was another ID. I think that's him. As you can see, his lock-on shells are rather ineffective against me.
I got eyes on a hostile tank. We took objective Charlie.
Trying to outflank him like that.
Give me a ride.
And my gunner still constantly tries to kill me. This is pretty pathetic from him. I'm not sure if he wants the vehicle or he is just stupid or what is wrong with him. But even some real life knowledge will tell you that the 12.7 machine gun cannot. Okay. Lagging a little bit. I might need to jump out and kill that guy. And of course they should not be able to see me right now. Yeah. That was unfortunate. Maybe we get a little bit more lucky this time and not get our vehicle occupied by a completely dangerous, incompetent player. Or we get this and someone takes it from us. Because here we have some stupidly fast respawn. Now what? Let's do something entertaining in the meantime and C4 a tank. If there wouldn't be 3 of them, I might have had a chance. This is commonly the biggest danger to good players, and that is your getting your vehicle stolen. So, I probably won't get it in a reasonable amount of time, so I might close the video here. So, thank you guys all for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope you learned something useful, and write down into the comments any suggestions for future videos. Bye!